Hello and welcome, it's crafting time again. I'm sorted out a problem today which I had on one of the other videos. It was a stenciling video where the craft stencil sheet, like this one, wouldn't cut certain dies, the cheaper dies, sometimes they're the dearer dies, and it just doesn't cut through. I tried cardboard underneath and all sorts. It was my mum's idea to change the sandwich, which is your cutting pads and whatever adapter plates you're using in your base plate, that's your sandwich to your die cutting machine. Whatever die cutting machine you've got, it doesn't matter. I've got some beautiful stencils already, but my favourite just wouldn't cut. This is one of them. I've tried and I've tried, still wouldn't cut. As you can see, this area isn't cut, which is quite upsetting because it's my favourite bit. I love the leaves, which you can just use on their own. The bottom did cut on this one. No matter how many times I sent that through the die cutting machine, which is 4 or 5 times, it wouldn't cut, which is a shame. It hasn't even got the imprint on this one. I did bring my craft knives down today, thinking I was going to have to go around certain areas and cut it out myself. But there's no need, that would take hours. Again, I tried it with cardboard. It was worse, didn't cut. Tried putting cardboard underneath. I tried hardboard, that wouldn't go through the die cutting machine at all. I'm not going to force it because I don't want to break my machine. It just isn't cutting, no matter how I place it. That's better on that side. I was sandwiching it. I'm using 2 or 3 sheets underneath this one to try. Sheets of plastic and all sorts I've tried. Still, no. But I managed it. This one is perfect. And I can't wait to start crafting with it. It's one of my favourite nature ones. And it's cut out absolutely perfect. And I'm going to show you how I did it. Just finding something from the house, which I already had saved, without spending any money at all. This is the die cut I used. Today I'll be showing you how certain dies don't cut, and then I'm going to show you how I made it cut. Right, I'll be showing you both ways. One when it doesn't cut, and the second way when it does cut. I'm going to use a really complicated die, which is this Tree of Life. I'm going to cut down my sheet. Cut it nice. Right, got my base plate, my adapter plate, whatever your machine says, and I've got my precisions plate, which usually cuts precise on most dies, but because this film's so thick, you can get thinner, it might work, but I like the thick because you can wash it and it doesn't damage quite as easy. I'm going to place that down and place my cutting side die on top of the film. Now I'm going to get my cutting pad, which is over here. Should have been used lots of times. And I'm going to send that through. Lots of cracking. I'll send it back again just to be sure. Remember, it's just a film on this. You can see the side's been cut off. Take my cutting pad away, put it safe. And then take the cutting die away carefully. It has got some bits and bobs in there. Oh. say. Definitely not cut it. All it's done is cut the little birds out on top. It's done some detail. Some tiny details. The odd branch has been cut, but you can't separate it. It's not cut at all. Very well. The bottom was cut. Tree trunk. But I can only get as far as that. The rest is solid. Totally solid. From the slight imprint, you could go round with a craft knife, but there's some missing. Now I'll show you the way which it will cut. This came packed around some dishes I ordered off of the internet. It is a foam. It's like a big plasticky foam. It's not the type you can pull to bits. And it was wrapped around the dishes. I've saved loads of this because my daughter does lots of projects for school. And we paint it and we do all sorts with it. As you can see, it's a great snow effect, snowflakes, whatever. That's what we saved it for. But the idea is to change the sandwich on your machine. I tried hard cardboard, hardboard, hard plastics. Other types of foam didn't work, they just squished. But this actually did work and I was surprised. It was my mother's idea, my mum's idea. Not mother. She comes up with brilliant ideas to change the sandwich a little bit, but it's just finding the right thing. I even tried to use packing it up a bit with some plastic sheets or some magnetic sheets. Still didn't work, but this did work. Which, like I said, I was really surprised. Don't think I'll get one out of that now. I'm going to cut one out of this. Always try and make it a little bit bigger. Whoops. There's another cutting die on the floor. Pick it up. I'm a messy crafter. So I've got my base plate, my adapter plate, which goes with this machine. Sometimes there's no adapter plates or base plates, just cutting pads, whatever your machine says. And this is the precision plate by Sizzix, which I use, which cuts detail. But obviously with this film, it cuts the cardboard fine, the paper fine, but not this. Just hasn't done it. I've sent this through twice, still hasn't done it. And I really do want one of these. Tree Alive in a stencil form. So I'm using this. You can order it off of the internet. It's probably about £16 for 50 sheets, but I've saved loads that's come with the packaging for cups and all sorts of things. It even comes inside boxes sometimes to keep things safe from harm. And this foam is brilliant. It does cost quite a lot of money. Save it. You'll need it. Trust me. If you're doing this. So I'll put the foam down. Now on top of that, I'm going to put the stenciling film. Put that down. I'll try and speed up or else it'll get boring. And then I'm going to put my cutting die, obviously cutting side down, onto the sandwich on top of the film. In fact, I think I might put it that way, it fits a lot better. Cutting pad, just that off a bit. They do bend, that's fine. If they bend like this, send it through like this. If the sides cock up like this, don't send it through like it again because it'll keep bending it and one day it'll snap. So make sure your bridge comes down on your sides and send it through like this, and then it will keep changing. You keep changing it over and it lasts a lot longer. Just a little tip. So I'm going to send it through now. If I can do it that one, not always. As it is. I don't want to break my machine. and making sure it goes through nice. As you can hear, there's a lot more cracking. I will send it through twice just to make sure, but I probably don't need it. There we go. I'll sit it down. Stand up for that because you do need a little bit of pressure with it being a thicker sandwich. Take the cutting plate off, cutting pad, and there's my sandwich again. Cutting die was on top, then the film, and then the foam. I'm going to pull away gently. So firstly, I have the foam, which we don't really need to pull apart, but I'll show you. That is cut out nice. As you can see, that's cut it out. Get rid of that. There's the outside edges. You could use that as a frame actually. Quite nice. Put that underneath and stick that down on a card. It can be a frame. And I'm going to start to peel away, probably making a mess. As you can see, this is a very difficult one to take to bits. It's very, very, very intricate, and I never thought I'd be able to cut the film using this die at all. And I was quite upset about that because you can't actually use the die itself as a stencil because it's just one block. So I'll keep peeling away for you. Gently, of course. It's only because the branches are curly it likes to hang on. There's my tree. There's my stencil. I'll just get black background so you can see it a lot better. Let me just roll all of the bits out. There you go. Just go a little bit curly. It can be definitely be flattened between book. Because it's been through the machine, that's all. It goes to the shape of the cutting pad sometimes. As you can see, that's a lovely stencil. Once that's flattened down, I can stencil anything through that. I can emboss, colour through it, which the kids like to do. So that's your negative, that's your stencil bit. And then there's your tree, which again, if you put some adhesive on the back, that sort that you can spray on maybe, you can just stick to your paper and peel off when you're done. Just tend to kill together, this does. Then you can sort of stamp or whatever, ink over it. I've actually done rainbow colours over these sort before, and take that away, and then you'll have a beautiful stencil. This is a positive and it will leave the negative behind underneath. So that has cut it. Normally, with the normal and with the precision plate, which does cut even deeper, it's for more detailed dies from Sizzix. That going through the first time doesn't totally cut. It's tried, but that's the result you get. Now, sandwiching it on your board, putting the foam down first, then stenciling film, and then your cutting die on top with your plate, your cutting pad on top, and sending that through, you will get it cut. And that's a brilliant stencil. and you've probably got a stencil that'll last you a very long time. And like I say, I will flatten that down just by putting it between two heavy books. It'll flatten down, no problem. It's just gone to the shape of the iPad. So I hope this helps. This has solved my problem, which happened on the last video. The only cutting die I have found, and I've got lots, and I've made them all into stencils, I've got a whole folder full, is this one. It don't cut no matter what you do with it. It's extremely thin, it cuts paper, it cuts thin card lovely, but it will not cut through this film. I've even tried thinner film. Well, my die won't cut through this one anyway. But because it's that thin, you can just put it down on paper like this and use it as a stencil anyway. It won't be a problem. You just tape it down a little bit. You can use that as a stencil if you're careful, because it's that thin. It's actually bendable. It's probably why it's not cutting properly. It's bending too much. But it was very, very cheap off the internet, and it's a beautiful die when you're just using paper and that. So I hope that's helped out today. Remember, save it. All your wrapping stuff around cups and plates and that, if it's like this, it is quite dear on the internet. You can tear it and do what you want with it. This one's quite thickish. It's not see-through thin, as you can see. You can't see through it. Save it, because not only does it come in for class projects or home things like mobiles with snowflakes on, or window stickers with snowflakes on, which we have done. It comes in for your sandwiching on your cutting die machine. To run through it again quickly, you put all your plates underneath, cutting pads, whatever, your foam there, and then you put your stenciling film on top of the foam. And then you put your cutting die on top, cutting plate, send it through, and it should cut. Like I say, out of all my hundreds of cutting dies, there's only one that don't cut, which is fine to use as a stencil anyway. But it's totally solved my problem, and it's cut these perfect, which I'm dead excited about. And remember what they were like before. Thank you for watching. Any tips I come across, I'll put on the internet. You don't have to go out spending loads of money for everything. I like to do things spur of the moment, straight away. So I'll go around the house, see what I can find. It's thanks to my mum that we can stencil this, because she says change your sandwich, keep trying different things. So thank you, goodbye. Again, a reminder. These are the ones that didn't cut, and these are the ones that did, using this foam in your sandwich underneath the stenciling film. And then you get your negative and your positive exactly the same, and you get a foam cut out as well, which is a bonus. Same again, didn't cut. Cut perfect using this foam in your sandwich underneath your stenciling film. Just a little note on the end of the video just to show that it did actually work.